Well, here we are back in the shop. Now I got bay number 3 all cleaned out, and then I got more car parts put in over here, and we're getting ready for the next phase. In the midst of all that, we uncovered Mr. Elcamino. So I just kind of ran through, got it all pulled apart and cleaned back out, and just kind of give myself a mental update of where I am and where I need to start. So I'll kind of run you guys down on the same kind of thing. So this thing's been here for a while, and we've gone back and forth, and now we're finally got everything cleaned out, and we can kind of focus on this thing here for a little bit. So last time we were in here, we were trying to save this trough floor. It was in real bad shape when we pulled the lid off of it, and this is the back half of a Chevelle four-door floor pan. I had already replaced these floor sections up here, and nothing's going to get used back here, and the client knows he's never going to take this lid off, so he basically just told me, save me some money and do what you can and try and just make the holes go away. So I made a patch panel with a transmission hump and made that by hand and got that installed. There's a little patch here, and I think there's a little patch over there on that side, but all that metal work has been done. This has all been re-welded and secured, and then we got in and was able to wire wheel everything and get it all rust encapsulated. So now back here we're ready to put our caps back on. Go down in here, over there, and then we can go through, and I need to seam seal top and bottom on these patches, and then go around and re-seam seal everywhere where we removed it, and then put this lid back on, bolt the lid down, and then we'll seam seal under the lid when it goes on, and then around the edge of the lid too once we put it back on. So that's where we are with the trough. The rear window area, I've replaced this quarter panel already, and the inner wheelhouse, and then I started cutting and replacing in this rear window area. The channel was rusted out, and the rust panel was rusted out, and the corners of the windows were gone. So that looks like where I'm at now, is I'm ready to fit the glass and get this corner nice. This isn't tacked into place yet. This is the rust panel, the rear sill. So I need to pull that out. I'm going to finish fitting it. It's not quite into place where I want it. I'll fit it first, and then I got to get it out and prep it for welds. And then over here on this side, I've already made some new window corners. Looks like that's the old one. Here's the new one, and so this is gonna get put down in here, and I made that and rolled that by hand. So I need to get this put into place and then finish welding up these corners and take care of what's left in here, and then I can finish out this window channel and get the shelf put back in. Grind these welds, do a little body work right here. This is all behind the window, so that's all fine. This seam sealer is going to be what's over there, so that's good. These floors are like 95% done. I remember I needed to cut seatbelt holes, so I got the seatbelt holes cut on the driver's side, but I don't have them cut on the passenger side, so I need to cut those. And then the brace underneath, I think, needs to be pushed up into place and then welded here and welded there. But that's really the last that needs to be done in here before we can start putting the interior back together. So, floors are done, firewall's been patched, everything up underneath has all been rust encapsulated and treated. The outer metal work on the shoulder panels and the firewall, that's all been taken care of. So we're ready to button this interior floor up, and we can start putting dash and stuff back together. I don't know if I've showed you this one. It's not getting a lot of aftermarket parts, but one of the cool things it is getting is the Dakota digital gauges. So those are red LED backlit with red carbon fiber twill, all custom. I've got all the sensors to go on the motor, so the motor can talk to the gauges, and it's going to look super cool when it's done. This thing is getting full body in paint, so it's going to be red with black, black under hood, black bed liner, black interior. We're gonna keep the moldings. There's some factory moldings that came on this car that are a little bit rare for an Elcamino, so we're gonna try and keep those. And then do SS stripes on the hood and over the roof. And because our factory hood was so rotted, we've got a 1.5-inch cowl. So all this stuff's all been painted and done previously. Under hood's done, engine compartment and front suspension and all that stuff has been coated and ready to go. Shoulder panels are ready to be cleaned and painted with the door jambs. This one was the worst of it. I got this piece replaced, and this one, and the one underneath it, and the one here on the inside too. So we're gonna be back on Elcamino land, and Buick will be right there in that neighborhood. So anyway, I know it's been a minute. Appreciate you guys' patience. I know I've had questions, and then the questions slowed down because I kind of covered the car up, but we're pretty clear now, minus a couple of little things I got cooking, but I'm really gonna try and focus on this thing going forward. So anyway, appreciate you guys. Stay tuned. Make sure you hit that like button for me and that subscribe button, and it'll keep you up to date with the project and keep me going and give me some motivation. So anyway, appreciate you guys being here. I'll talk at you later. Take care.